Laos has officially assumed its chairmanship of ASEAN for the next year, joining other member states in turning the vision into reality and building a dynamic regional community.
His Excellency Thongsing Thammavong, Prime Minister Lao Premiere joined the Datuk Seri Najib Razak.
The assumption of the gavel took part at the closing ceremony of the 27th Asean Summit on Sunday in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Prime Minister Thongsing Thammavong said it was a great honor for Laos to assume ASEAN chairmanship for the second time in 2016. He also took the opportunity to thank his Malaysian counterpart Datuk Seri Najib Razak, as well as the Malaysian government and people for the successful 27th Summit and other related summits, as well as this year's successful ASEAN chairmanship of Malaysia. The Lao Premiere said Malaysia's chairmanship has led to new achievements, especially the building of the Asean Community, which will be officially announced on December 31st, and the Asean Vision for the next 10 years. He also talked about the priority for ASEAN's chairmanship of Laos, which will focus on the realization of the Asean Vision 2025 and the blueprint on the three ASEAN pillars of the political security, economic, and social-cultural communities, as well as efforts in narrowing the development gaps among ASEAN members.
Located in the heart of mainland Southeast Asia,
a short video about socio-economic development and the potential of Laos was screened during the ceremony.
The People's Republic of China to the north.
Prime Minister Thongsing concluded his speech by inviting leaders and delegates from ASEAN dialogue partners and other partners to attend the ASEAN meetings during Laos' chairmanship next year. On the same day, Prime Minister Thongsing also attended a series of ASEAN summits with development partners. At the ASEAN New Zealand 40th Anniversary Commemorative Summit, the leaders from ASEAN and New Zealand highly valued the cooperation between ASEAN and New Zealand in the past 40 years, with achievements made especially in trade and investment, education, and visits of peoples of the two regions. The leaders agreed on upgrading the ASEAN-New Zealand relationship to that of a strategic partnership and adopted the related joint statement, which is the ASEAN High Cooperation Level with Dialogue Partners. During the summit, New Zealand Prime Minister John Key announced initiatives on promoting the visits and prosperity among the nations of ASEAN and New Zealand. The 10th East Asia Summit, or EAS, highly valued its achievements in the past 10 years, especially its role of being a stage for leaders to exchange strategic issues related to politics and economics of common interests and concerns, and the 6 areas of cooperation, including finance, energy and environment, education, health and disease outbreaks, disaster response, and connectivity.
The EAS is expected to promote.
The 18th ASEAN-Japan Summit highly valued the cooperation between ASEAN and Japan, especially the successful implementation of the Declaration of ASEAN-Japan Friendship and Cooperation in Trade and Investment, and the visits between people of the two regions through youth exchange programs. Japan has reconfirmed its commitment to support ASEAN connectivity and narrowing the development gap through the implementation of the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity and the Work Plan on ASEAN Integration, including the new initiative of Japan, a partnership for quality infrastructure, which will help fund infrastructure development in the region. The 17th ASEAN Republic of Korea, or ROK Summit, was pleased with the adoption of the new ASEAN ROK Action Plan 2016-2020, which has defined priority sectors of cooperation for the next 5 years. The leaders reaffirmed their desire to enhance the economic cooperation through benefiting from the ASEAN ROK Free Trade Area and enhancing the cooperation among businesses of the two sides, targeting $200 billion in trade by 2020. Meanwhile, the 7th ASEAN United Nations Summit praised the success of the 70th session UN General Assembly, which adopted the agenda on post-2015 sustainable development. The summit was also pleased with the results of cooperation between ASEAN and the UN. During his stay in Malaysia, Prime Minister Thongsing also met with UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, where both sides highly valued the cooperation between Laos and the UN, especially the UN assistance to Laos in implementing the Millennium Development Goals, which has significantly contributed to socio-economic development and poverty reduction in the country.
I'm looking forward to participating in